never been covered on our YouTube channel. Topics which are beyond our courses and topics that will enrich your knowledge. Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to our day 4 of Teachers Week special live stream. And what a fantastic journey this has been till now. Day 1 we talked about Asian markets. Day 2 we talked about one amazing investment filter, which I called as a CanSlim filter for investing. Day 3 we talked about NFOs. And today here we are, day 4, on how to determine support and resistance levels using pivot points. And today we're going to focus on specifically one thing, which is if a stock is already at a 52-week high, then how can we try and analyze its potential target, right? So it's going to be a fantastic learning today. I'm sure many of you will gain a lot of knowledge after today's session. So before we start with our session, as usual, we have to do our standard things like presentee, right? So Jayesh is roll number 5. Jayesh says present, ma'am. Roll number 420, as usual, Abhijit says present, ma'am. Jayesh Devkule says roll number 7, present, ma'am. Roll number 25 is Sandeep Hullare, and he says present, ma'am. Meghal has declared that Meghal, I'm sure I'm not his or her roll number, but 1234 present, ma'am. Okay. Shrida's roll number is 0 and is present, ma'am. Pink says present, ma'am. Roll number 20,007. There are 2,400 students in the classroom, but 20,000 roll numbers tak pahunch bhi gaye. Kya baat hai? Not 7 is Arthi Pandey, and big welcome to you as well. Danish is roll number 555. Hashtag 8 number 40 is Shantanu. Roll number 48. Now it has started to go really fast. Pratham, I guess. Pratham says roll number 48. Now it's going too fast. I can't read. I can't read now. Fantastic. So everyone is present. One backbencher is also present. So I hope everyone is enjoying the classes. Everyone is loving the way of learning in a different way, where we all are in a classroom with not 40 people, not 60 students, not 100 students. We are in a classroom of just, around 2,500 students right now. Just that's it. And in the next maybe 2-3 minutes, all the latecomers, when they come in 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, till then we'll reach 3,000 today, I guess so. So welcome to all the people who are bang on time. Welcome to all those who are the latecomers. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to so many new members who have joined in the last few days as well as today. Regarding the presentation, many people are writing in the chat that they have not yet received the presentation. I guess I also received. I know that my team has been sending mails. As I mentioned, there is a limit on how many mails we can send in a single day. So you might be the ones who have not yet received the email. Right. But you'll get it. Don't worry. If you have done the homework, you're going to get it. You do the homework and you're going to get the prize for that. No worries at all. Okay. Aarti is a member for 19 months. Kya baat hai, Aarti? Very nice. So you've been a member of our channel since quite a long time. Huh? Nice. Someone is saying stock of the month, Zoom. Kya baat hai? And I know that today the stock of the month that is yet to be released on the channel, I have shot it, by the way. The shoot is over. Stock of the month video is in the edit process. Mohammed says stock of the month, Zoom. Kya baat hai? So I am very happy. I mean, whenever such things happen, it feels good. It feels fulfilling. That whatever analysis we are doing, it is giving us good results. So feels good. Stock was up 5% today. Doesn't mean that because I have shorted it is 5% today. So anyways, really happy for that though, no doubts about that. uh, Acha, Bharti says even I am member for more than 15 months now. Kya baat hai? It feels so good. Uh, all these people who are members for more than a year, I believe that you all understand the value of staying invested in the membership. uh, I have seen, so I would not want to compare me with other creators, but I have seen creators who charge like 4,000 rupees of membership, 2,000 rupees for membership. uh, Whatever I am charging for membership is as good as 10 to 12 rupees every day. 10 rupees every day is like not even one cup of chai, right? I think that's a minimum amount that you can think of investing in knowledge. uh, and if you're investing for a pro investor membership, you do get an analysis of 1 month of one stock every single month. So I feel it is worth investing in the pro investor memberships without doubt. And if you've done my fundamental analysis course, then you will be in a position to understand the stock of the month in a much better way, right? So just wanted to say about this. Of course, everyone has a choice to join in as a pro investor member or not. Of course, I'm no one to force you. I can surely suggest that it will surely add a lot of value to your knowledge, no doubt about that. Ravi says, bought fundamental and technical analysis last weekend. Yo, kya baat hai. Shrikant says, I'm a proud pro investor since a long time. Very nice, very nice, very good to know that. Uh, as I mentioned, it's though for those who feel that my God, 400 rupees, just think as if it's like 10 to 12 rupees per day. You won't feel the burden, right? Okay, chalo. So without wasting a lot of time, we do have an amazing session today, power packed with knowledge. So, without any further ado, let us start with understanding something very important, which I have not discussed in detail in my course on technical analysis as well. I've also not talked about this in any of my YouTube videos. Whenever I do live streams, I have discussed about it in short, but today I'm going to discuss about this absolutely in detail, right? So, without wasting any time, let's start. 3,300 viewers almost. So, with that, let's start. I'm sharing my screen. I request everyone who is watching the stream right now, please stop putting any comments in the chat. I want everyone to focus on the topic of pivot points. Okay, so a request from the bottom of my heart: stop giving anything in the chat section right now. Anyways, I'll not be able to see it. It's just that you'll be disturbing your fellow uh, classmates, right? So don't disturb them. And let us start with the amazing discussion on what are pivot points and how can pivot points help me to understand about support levels, to understand about resistance levels. Can I calculate the target price of a stock if it is at a 52-week high or not, right? So let's start. We are going to talk about the base meaning. What is a pivot point? Okay. Pivot points are nothing. For those who are absolutely not aware about what is a pivot, pivot is a very crucial point. So if I'm talking about a clock, for a clock, the point on which the hands of the clock rest, that is known as a pivot. Okay, in a clock, the point where the hands of the clock rest, that is known as a pivot point. So if the pivot is broken, if the pivot is taken away from the clock, what will happen to the hands of the clock? They'll fall, right? That is exactly the same importance of the pivot level in technical analysis. If the pivot is broken, if the pivot level is taken out, there's a great chance that like the hands of the clock can fall, similarly the stock price can also fall, right? So I hope the base understanding of a pivot point is understood. It is used to determine what? It is used to determine the directional movement, the potential support, potential resistance. All these things we can try and find out using pivot points. Okay, very important point. Pivot points are predictive, or they are known as the leading indicators. Now, what do we mean by leading indicators? Ideally, they'll tell us in advance what might happen in the coming few days. So those who have done my technical analysis course, you might be aware that there is something known as a leading indicator and there is something known as a lagging indicator. A lagging indicator is something which tells us additional information after the story is over. Okay, like our Bollywood police. Everything has happened. The robbery is done, and then police will arrive in the Bollywood movies and say, "Oh, this is what happened." Or what? Arey, that's a lagging indicator. Something which has happened on that analysis is being done. That's a lagging indicator. But I can't give an equivalent example. Like before the robbery happens, if someone is able to guess, maybe the professor from Money Heist, Bella Ciao, Bharti Jano, Purta Movia, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao. So, anyways, so if the professor, like the professor from Money Heist, he can understand what might happen in the coming few days, or what might happen during the heist. Similarly, so I can say professor is a leading indicator, comes to know in in advance only what might happen, prepares on scenarios on what might happen. Similarly, pivot is termed as a leading indicator and not a lagging indicator. I hope you have understood difference between leading versus lagging. There are many types of pivot points. In theory, there is something known as a standard pivot point. There is a demark pivot point. But to be really honest, I've never ever used standard PP, nor have I used demark PP. While I do my own technical analysis, while I invest in stocks, I always focus on Fibonacci PP, that is Fibonacci pivot points. And today we are going to discuss about how the Fibonacci pivot points will help me to understand about support and resistance and calculate the target price as well, right? Very, very, very important. How is pivot point calculated? Now, for those who don't want to learn, they'll say, she's simple. Go to in trading view, go to indicators, and that's where you'll find the pivot point. But for those who are student at heart, whose mind is still inquisitive in nature, who ask question as to how is it calculated? How does it happen? Okay, if you are of that thought process, you should be able to understand that how is the pivot point calculated? How does indoor trading view calculate the pivot point? Pivot point is nothing but an average of the prior periods high, low, and close points. Understood? One more time. How is pivot point calculated? It is nothing but average of high, low, and close points of a prior period. Okay. Now, high, low, close, understood. What could be a prior period? So for that, we have to understand that if I'm talking about a 15 minutes chart, okay, I'm sure those who are watching this lecture right now, you have some background about technical analysis, then you'll be able to understand this much more nicely. If I'm talking about a 15 minutes chart, if I'm talking about a 10-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, a 1-day chart, then the prior day's high, low, close, uska average will be taken. Okay, so if I were to give you an example, I'll just quickly show you on my screen as well. Let me open in trading view, and let me give you an example of chalo Bharti Airtel. I'm pulling out the chart for you all. Just give me a second. Trying to do a full feature chart for you all, so that it will be easily visible for you. All right. So see, this is a normal daily chart, and if I were to go on a 15 minutes chart, I just press 15 and I say enter. That's how I'll quickly come to the 15 minutes chart. Okay. Now, how do I calculate the pivot for today's 15-minute chart? It will be as simple as previous day's close plus previous day's open plus previous day's high divided by 3. Simple. Okay. So to calculate, for example, let's check this out. This is 7th September. And so what will we have to do? 7th September's high, low, and close. So 680, I'll try and use a calculator. My math is not that strong, so please don't expect me to do this calculation orally. 680 was the high, 648 was the low, and 670, I'm ignoring the decimal point, so our answer can be a little bit here and there, divided by 3. So pivot level is around 666. Now, if I were to check, really, would it be 666 or not for today? I go to the 15 minutes chart first, and then I will apply the pivot points. Now, how to apply the pivot points? Simple. Go to indicators. Okay. In indicators, you have to type out pivot. Okay. Pivot point strategy and click. Acha, no more indicators possible. I do have pivot points already. I'll just close it from here. Okay. So indicators, pivot point strategy. I am pulling this up for you. Oh, sorry. Some क्या हो गया? Array. Hmm. Leave, something happened and I'm not able to close that. Wait. Minimize. Chalo. So one more time. Pivot points, auto. Let me, so 1 minute. Let me just go back to indicators. There's small goof up. Sorry for that. Pivot points standard. Correct. This is what we have to check. Pivot point standard. Array, yaar. I already have it. 1 minute. Let me just close this. I have a paid version, but in the paid version also I can take maximum 3 or 4. So I'll take you from the top. Pivot points. Enough now. Pivot points standard. Okay. I take that. Now I go to the wheel of pivot point standard. Okay. I go to the wheel and then I say I don't want traditional, I want Fibonacci. Okay. And then I press OK. Once I do that, you will understand that. Let me go to the 15 minutes chart now. 15 minutes chart. Now, if you see, this is the pivot for only 1 day. So when does the pivot point start? This is starting at 9. I'm trying to zoom in as much as possible. Just see here and go to the exact bottom of the screen. That's where you will see 9:15. Can you see here 9:15? Right there. Okay. So this is the 9:15, and here you can see P. What is P? I'm also trying to zoom in further so that it's a very clear view for you all. So this is P. P is what? Pivot point. And if you check out here, I'm just hovering around P. See at the extreme right. So this is the P level, na? So how much is P? See 666. हमारा वही आंसर आया था ना 666. How had we calculated that? Previous days high plus low plus close. And that uska average was 666. So what does this 666 indicate? It indicates that it's a very important level for the stock. It is going to act as a glue for the stock. Ideally, it will not drop below that. So even if you see today, see 666, it has touched this level so many number of times, but it did not significantly break this one. Now let us check whether this level is different for every single day or not. Yes. So now see, this is the level for what? 8th September. Just check out the bottom here. I'm not able to because if I take my hand there, the date is going off. Just check at the bottom of the screen. It is 8th of September. I'm trying to zoom in again. So this is 8th September. If I go here, the pivot levels are 7th September. If I go back, pivot levels are for 6th of September. I hope you're able to understand this. So please tell me, if I am on the 15 minutes chart, okay, I'm on the 15 minutes chart, pivot levels are changing on a daily basis, yes or no? Please tell me. If I am on a 50, so that I'll get a feedback whether you are understanding or not. If I'm on a 15 minutes chart, will the pivot levels change daily? That is what I'm trying to tell you. If it's a 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 10-minute chart, 15 minutes chart, for all these four types of charts, how is the pivot calculated? High, low, close of the prior day. Correct. So tell me, if it is a 15 minutes chart, will the pivot be calculated every single day? Yes or no? I want an answer in the comment section. I can see Bela Cha only. Maybe the comments are coming in late. Absolutely clear, madam, if someone says. Ek number. Site name. Array, this is our normal indoor trading view. Okay. Yes, everyone has understood this. Perfect. Yes. Yup. Okay, fantastic. Kya baat hai? 4,000 plus people in the classroom. Welcome all the students. I could just see that it's 4,090, almost 4,100 students in the classroom. Fantastic. Now someone is asking, ma'am, how will it happen for a daily chart? Good question. So if we were to go, how will it happen for a daily chart? Now understand. Pivot points for, I'll go to this point directly because there was a question asked. Pivot points for daily charts use the prior month's data. One more time. Pivot points for the daily charts will use the prior month's data. Means what will happen? If I'm wanting to check, we are in the month of September right now. Okay. So we are in the month of September. So I'm going to check the comments. Let me see if you are getting this. How can I calculate the pivot point for the month of September? Can anyone tell me in the comment section? How can I calculate the pivot point for the month of September? What plus what divided by what? daily chart per, how will it work? Maybe I'm receiving the chats pretty late, uh, because even if right now also I'm getting the chat says yes, yes, yes. I don't think these will be the chats right now. Uh, Seems to be some technical glitch. Chalo, mm, on the daily chart, what plus what divided by what? So we are in the month of September right now. Okay, so perfect. Now I'm getting the chats. Okay, people are saying absolutely. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Megha Bakshi has given this August month data. August month's high plus August month's low plus August month's close divided by 3. Now many people have given the correct answer, or you had given the correct answer. Right now I'm receiving the chats. Either or is the possibility. Okay. So fantastic. I'm glad you all are getting this. So if I'm talking about a daily chart, you're going to get it based on August month's data. So let's check on in.trading view again. So instead of 15 minutes, let's go to the daily candlestick now. Okay. So if I go on a daily candlestick pattern, you will see that for August, and see, this is where this is where September month has started. September month cup pivot is around what point? 630. Okay. September pivot is around 630. It's way above the pivot point right now. Okay. But if you check out here, even for 2nd September, it's the same pivot level. 3rd September, same pivot level. 4th September, same pivot level. Why? For the monthly chart, we are going to calculate pivot points based on previous month's data. I hope this is absolutely clear. No need to repeat it again and again. Now let's come to the final grand finale. If I'm talking about weekly chart or a monthly chart, okay, for a weekly chart or a monthly chart, prior years data is used. Okay, so if I were to go to a weekly chart of Bharti Airtel, or let me take you to a monthly chart of Bharti Airtel, which data will be used? Data of previous year will be used. So here you can see 1st January, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So basically for January, from January till September, this is the pivot level, same pivot level. Now, if you can see for Bharti Airtel, the pivot level for a yearly candle, it is 496. Now, you might be like, but pivot level was 666 now. How come it is 496? This pivot level will be calculated as what? Because this is a monthly candle. So, how will the pivot be calculated here? It will be previous year's high for Bharti Airtel plus previous year's low for Bharti Airtel plus previous year's close for Bharti Airtel divided by 3, right? I hope everyone has understood this very clearly. That's how the pivot will be calculated on a monthly chart. Okay. I hope you are enjoying. Many of you might not be aware about how these things work, might be listening to this for the very first time, right? Chalo, so that is how the pivot point is calculated. High plus low plus close divided by 3. Now tell me logically, this is the pivot. If pivot is broken, we will be in search of what? Support 1. Uske baad support 2. If that is broken, support 3. Okay, that's how it will go down and down and down. Again, what will happen on the upside? If pivot is sustained nicely, the stock is sustaining above the pivot level, then what will happen? Then we'll try and check what is resistance 1, what is resistance 2, and what is resistance 3. So obviously what will happen? For supports, you can see pivot minus something, and for resistances, it is pivot point plus something. Correct? Now you might be wondering, okay, high minus low agreed multiplied by what are these nonsense numbers? 0.382, 0.618. What nonsense numbers these are? These are nothing but the Fibonacci numbers, the golden ratios. I do have a separate video on our YouTube channel only, which is about Fibonacci levels. And I have explained what are these Fibonacci numbers, what is golden ratio, everything I've explained in that YouTube video. So if you are really confused about what are these numbers all about, it's very simple to learn on YouTube. Any financial term, it's very simple to learn on YouTube. For example, if you want to learn about Fibonacci, how do you learn about it? Fibonacci, spacebar, Rachana Ranade. Okay. Once you press the financial term, type out the financial term, spacebar Rachana Ranade, you're going to learn it in the most simplified manner, right? Okay. So that is how the support 1, support 2, support 3, and resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3 will be calculated. Okay. Now, what is the use? What is the purpose of pivot? Very important. It'll tell you the overall trend of the market. Okay. Now, if I'm checking out Bharti Airtel on a daily basis, okay. Now, if you can see here, I'm just trying to zoom in. Okay, on a daily basis, you can see that pivot was in the month of June. Okay, in the month of June, pivot was around 544. Listen to this very carefully. In the month of June, pivot was around 544. In the month of July, pivot was around 533. Okay, 10 rupees here and there. In the month of August, pivot was 553. Okay, and in the month of September, pivot has gone directly to 630. So can I say this is a classic example of 3 months, 3 months in the same zone. Which same zone? Acha, let me take you one month back also. Starting May, May pivot was 533. June pivot was 544. July pivot was again 533. August pivot 553. Okay, and now September 630. So can I say this can be a classic example of consolidation and breakout? Okay, it's a class example of a consolidation and breakout. Here I could understand just by analyzing where the pivot point is. I can understand that okay, now the stock is in an uptrend. The pivot has started to move since the last 2-3 months from 532 to 553, and now pivot has shifted to 631. Now I can't expect the price to come down to 500 unless and until something dangerous happens. Okay, something terrible happens which we are not aware about today. Okay, so that's how you can try and understand what is the overall trend. If you want to know of the market, you will see this for Nifty. If you want to know for a particular stock, you'll see for that particular stock. Okay, whether they are remaining static or what is happening, that's what you can check. And if you want to determine the entry and exit points, you can very well use these. Okay, for example, you can say that if you're entering at, so just have a look at Bharti Airtel again. I'm just zooming this in. For those again who have done my technical analysis course, you know this very well. There was a down move. Okay, and 1, 2, 3 down move followed by 1, 2, 3. Those who are also following my live streams regularly, now this pattern though is there fit into your mind. I know this is not a classic doji, but somewhat similar formation. Overall formation is similar. This is a morning star formation. Okay, and you can see here that the R3 resistance 3 was broken so heavily. Look at the volumes. Okay, volume was amazing. RSI cracking above 60. All these were fantastic points, and the stock closed on 31st of August at such a high note, well above R3. Okay, now because of this, the pivot itself has shifted in the next one. Now the pivot point itself is at 630. Now what are the resistance levels for Bharti Airtel? Now please understand, had this been switched off, now you can't see pivot on the screen. Very important pointer. We are coming to this point of the presentation as to how to use pivot to calculate the target price. If someone has entered Bharti Airtel somewhere around here, as an example, 620, someone has entered Bharti Airtel, how can he or she calculate what could be the target price? The person saw this big candle, is the target over? What about this? What about this? Just by looking at these candles back to back, you might not be in a position to gauge till what price the stock can run up to, and for that Fibonacci is super important. Here you can see that last 3-4 days, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading sessions, the stock is stuck around the R1. See, R1 has been calculated on day 1 itself. How? I hope you have understood. I've told you pivot ke baad pivot point plus that golden ratio into high minus low. So R1 has been calculated on day 1 of the month only. But here you can see how well R1 is respected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days back to back, it's getting resisted at this point only. Now, if someone asks that if this resistance is taken out, if the stock breaks out this resistance one, what can be my first target? If this is taken out, if 671 level is broken on the upside, what can be my first potential target for the stock? It's so very simple. The first potential target is 697. You can round it off to 700. So even today, do I see some air left in the stock? Answer is yes, I do see some air left in the stock. If resistance 1 is taken out on good volume, 700 is the next target. And if that is also taken out with full conviction, with good volumes, RSI giving strength, MACD bullish crossover, some nice candlestick formation, in that case, the next target post 700 is almost 740 rupees. I'm sure many people get stuck up here, that stock current. So for those who know about this, today itself the stock has made a 52-week high. Today's high is 683. Okay, today's high is 683, and that is the 52-week high. So many viewers of mine ask this question that, ma'am, if a stock is at 5, is at an all-time high, is at a 52-week high, how do we calculate what could be its possible target? Fibonacci, sorry, pivot is the answer. And pivot, maybe I'm not using pivot standard, I'm using pivot Fibonacci. Okay, it's so easy. No need to calculate. But even if you were to calculate mathematically, I've taught you this is how it is calculated mathematically. But again, you need not work so hard. Things are ready made for you. So you can understand that even if this stock has made a big up move, if things continue to go in the right direction, this could be the possible target. 700 as target 1 and 740 as target number 2. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. One small point which I would like to add before I conclude the presentation, on a general basis, okay, normally if a stock is trading above the pivot point, it is said to be showing bullishness. If a stock is trading below the pivot point, okay, then we can say it's kind of bearish. Of course, we can't conclude this using only pivot. There are many other indicators. This is just one small point I'm telling you, but super important is what, when the stock goes above R2. Okay, now if this R2 is also broken, then we say the stock has gone in the overbought zone. At that time, if you see that, let's say MACD has also started to weaken. At that point, if you see that RSI has also started to go down, and plus if you see that R2 is barely being sustained, then we can say there is a great chance that stock might start its downward journey from R2. Similarly, if the stock is at S2 right now, okay, support 2, if the stock is at this point, and if you can see MACD bullish crossover, if you see that RSI is going in the full on zone, okay, it is showing strength above 60, let us say, with good volumes. ADX is also very showing absolute strength, power. In that case, there is a great possibility that the stock might show a big bounce from this level. So it is said, one of the thumb rules, you can say, not the only thumb rule, one of the thumb rules, if the stock is trading is going above R2, there is a possible reversal. It is said that it may be in the overbought zone. Similarly, if the stock is below S2, it is said that it is in the oversold zone and there is a possibility of a reversal from this side. Okay, so this is where you can also decide whether to enter, whether to exit. Of course, as I mentioned, this can't be done only and only on pivot. Okay, there are other indicators which you have to check. But as I mentioned, that let's say the stock is showing bearishness, it has also given breakdown below the pivot point, then your first target will be your first support level, second target will be your second support level. On the contrary, if the pivot point के ऊपर the stock has given a breakout, then your first target will be R1, your second target will be R2. I'm sure you might have seen many people, many learned people on TV who say, हमारा पहला टारगेट ये है, हमारा दूसरा टारगेट ये है. Okay, our first target is this much, second target is this much. How on earth can they calculate this? This can be one of the ways. I'm not saying that everyone calculates using pivot only, but one of the ways to calculate your first target, second target on the upside, first target, second target on the lower side could be your R1, R2, R3 will be your third target, S1, S2, S3 will be your three targets on the downward side. I hope you have understood this presentation on pivot points in the most simplified manner. I think this was the simplest possible way that anyone could have maybe taught on how pivot points can be used, how to calculate pivot points, how to use them, what is the practical purpose of pivot point. Everything I have tried to cover in this. So if you have loved this, if you have liked today's presentation, don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, so please, if you have loved this, उद्या एअरटेलचं प्राइस वाढणार का, असं काही नाहीये. Okay, so this is just an example I'm talking about. So I hope you have loved this session. If you have, don't forget to smash that like button. Okay, again I'm repeating, for those who have been attending every day, for those who have been doing the homework every single day, you are going to get a chance to be featured on the Discord channel. Not featured, to join a Discord room wherein the title of the Discord room will be Star Students, and you all will be able to interact with each other. Number two, very, very, very important. Acha, kya baat hai? People are saying, far chan lecture hota, madam. Very nice lecture. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm glad everyone liked it. Yeah, people are saying, smash the like button, guys. It is not really different. Rachana, it's not Rachana Bansal. It's not really different from Fibonacci. Fibonacci retracement is also similar thought process. Uh, that is where you can plot it manually. Fibonacci will give you automatically. Okay, number one. Number two important point is that homework. Okay, kya baat hai? Abhishek, actually, Abhishek, you were the one who has been continuously requesting that, ma'am, please do a separate dedicated video on pivot point. You were the one who actually pushed me hard towards making a separate video on pivot. I thank you. It's always fantastic to uh, you know make deliver something which your viewers are asking for. So I'm glad that everyone found some good knowledge in this session. 3,800 people were there in the stream. Likes are only 1,900. Okay. Before I go to the last point, Bharti says, so very well explained, Rachna. Thank you for taking time out for us. My pleasure, Bharti. Two important announcements before I sign off. Number one, uh, today is Wednesday. Next Wednesday will be exactly 1 month from where I have launched the F&O course. F&O course was launched at a super introductory price of just 12,000 rupees. Okay, it is almost like a 50+% discount to the main price. I have already disclosed this, but I'm repeating this again, that the discount on the F&O course will start drying out from coming Wednesday. Just 1 week left for the deep discounted price for the futures and options course. We will be slowly drying out the discounts. We are not going to take it directly to 25,000. I don't want to do that. I want more and more people to enroll. I want more and more people to learn futures and options, and that is the reason why I had introduced it at a super discount. But of course, I can't keep the discounts going on forever. So the discounts will keep on drying up, and the last day for the discount is going to be coming Wednesday. So just in case, if you want, you can enroll for the course within a week. And if you want addition, Prasanna says, any EMI for F&O course? Prasanna, if you have a credit card, you can enroll for the F&O course using your credit card. That is doable. Jayesh says, I have already completed F&O course. Kya baat hai? So that is it about enrolling for the lectures. And today I am going to also talk about one more nice goodie. This is a super important diary which me and my team designed it. Here you can see that's the logo of CARR. And I'm not sure if the camera can properly catch it or not, but this is where CA Rachana Ranade is written. And the diary, it's a normal diary, not only a diary, but this has a power bank as well. That's a power bank. So basically, this is what I require when I travel. So we have launched this diary on our website, uh, rachanaranade.store. So if you want, you can have your own diary. We are going to personalize it for those who are going to enroll for the diary today or tomorrow. Your name will be written here. And by the way, if you have noticed, what is this? This is a 16 GB pen drive. Okay, so something innovative that me and my team tried to do. So a pen drive plus a power bank plus this pen, which also has the logo of C. Rachana Ranade. So if you want, you can surely, that's a CRR gadget diary in short. Okay, not only a diary, it's a CRR gadget diary. So if you want to, have this as well. Aditya says, discount please. So for today's live stream, if you are enrolling, not enrolling, if you're wanting to have this diary, wow, I'm glad people liked it. Lai bhari diary, kadak, the gadget diary, and people are saying, wow, kya baat hai. Thanks a lot. So if you're wanting to have your own personalized gadget diary, because those who are going to buy the diary either today or tomorrow, we will be asking someone to emboss your names on that. And for that, the coupon code is CARR finance. I'm typing it out, and I'm also going to display it. CARR finance is the coupon code which you can use, an additional 10% discount to the price which you can see. Chandramouli saying secret drive is more like James Bond. Kata Kir diary. Kata Kir diary. Okay. So this is the diary plus diary hai t-shirts hai. You can enroll today for 10% discount. Hey, someone is asking a very, very important question. Just hold on for a second. Someone asked, ma'am, is this made in India or China? Raj Bhatia. This is our diary power bank. You can see here diary power bank, which we are giving. And super important. What do you see here? This is the made in India. Okay, so super important. This is not made in China. This is made in India. Okay, so super proud of that. Trying to do something which can really bring up the made in India thing. So Raj, I hope you have got the answer also. So today is the day where you can have both. See, generally what we do is either or code. If you are enrolling for the courses, you can use CARRYT, and if you are going ahead for the diaries, you can use CARR Finance. Both courses can be applied. I'm also typing out the Rachana Ranade .store. That is the website. So I'm also pinning the comment. That is the website for you, rachanaranade.store. Can't find book on the website. Are book nahi diary you want to say or what? Chalo, let me just try and I think it will be there. Why it will not be there? It has to be there. Okay, chalo. So let me just check if I've typed it properly or not. Rachana Ranade.store. Enter. It's not opening over. What happened? Chalo. So if for those who just are not 100% sure, that's how it looks like. Finance.store or rachanaranade.store, both will take you to the same website. And t-shirts, so everyone knows. I've been wearing my own t-shirts. Feels good. And this is the diary power bank, the CARR gadget diary. I love that name. So whoever said this, I love the name. The CARR gadget diary. We'll rename it. Right. Okay, fantastic. So I hope we have stock overseas, Chandra. Okay, thanks a lot. Josh says, "Loi mahag hai." Are it has a power bank. It has a 16 GB pen drive. It has an amazing pen. It has diary. It is going to be personalized in your name. What else do you want, people? Uh, Ma'am, I bought the same T-shirt which you wore today. Kya baat hai? Nice, good. Chalo. So, oh, very important. Danya says it is 2021 diary or what? No. The diary doesn't have any date. So there's no date written on the diary. You can put whatever date you want, and plus you can also change the pages. So this is where you can just open it, change the pages, whatever you want to, and you can. So this is like a reusable diary. It can stay with you forever till eternity. You can use this. Don't worry. Okay. So I love this. So if you want, you can surely order yours today. So don't forget to do the homework. If you want, you can also Apple pin aheka. Yes. Oh, yes. So Pushkar is asking what sort of pins does it have? My God, today I feel like I'm doing a product review, but fine, it's my product only. So this is a normal USB. That's how you charge the diary. Okay. This is a normal Apple. If you're using an iPhone, this is the Apple pin, and this is a C port charger pin. So your mobiles can be charged either a C port or an Apple. Both can be used, and this is how you have to charge the power bank. Okay, so this is how it is. Is the pen drive loaded with courses? Loi bhari Josh. Very innovative, huh? Harachan. Pen drive is not loaded with courses. Not at all. But that's a super good idea that I can load the pen drive with the presentations that we have been doing since day one. All the presentations can be loaded on the drive, and that can be surely given through the pen drive. So just I take that, not the courses, but surely the presentations I can put in the drive. Thanks for the wonderful suggestion, though. Right. क्या बात है? Advait says, Rachna ma'am, I want to give you a party from profits I earned from The stock of the month, kya baat hai? Since I joined Pro Investor membership, guys, join it without hesitation. Invest in knowledge. Kya baat hai? Thanks a lot, Advait. Thanks for the amazing shout out. Okay. Abhishek says, now that you have already taken my request on pivot points, now take kindly one more request: sector analysis, finance and banking, especially ma'am Abhishek. Believe it or not, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, whatever analysis, fundamental analysis we are going to have, valuation basically, we are going to focus only and only on banks. So kya baat hai, right? Mast presentation, धन्यवाद. You can put combo offer diary plus courses. Jayesh, that is a good suggestion. We'll try to think about it as well. Okay. Currently we are selling courses separately and diaries and t-shirts separately. Okay. How name can be published on the diary, ma'am? Like we have this sticker, we have embossed this sticker. Similarly, your name will be embossed here. That's how it will come up. Okay, so that is what will happen for the diary, but only name and all that only for those who enroll today and tomorrow, not otherwise. Fantastic, Apratim, धन्यवाद, Apratim, धन्यवाद, Guru Maiya. क्या बात है, धन्यवाद. So thanks a lot, people. Thanks a lot. I hope this was one of the fun sessions, wasn't it? क्या बात है. I love today's session. So much of it. Raj Bhatia says, and you can even autograph the diary. Value will also go up. Done, Raj. Those who enroll today and tomorrow, you will get it specially autographed by me. Done. Chalo, your name, dear, whatever is your name. So, for example, Raj, if you buy the diary, it will be like, dear Raj Bhatia, some small message like all the best, and I'll sign off. Chalo, done with the autograph. So, it is the CARR autographed diary. It is the CARR gadget diary, whatever you want to call out. Okay. So, done. Okay. And don't forget to use that coupon code CRR Finance. That will save you 10%. Okay, right. So I guess people are saying thanks for the effort. Yes. Aparna says, I'm going to enroll. Fantastic. Thank you. Chalo guys, that's it from my side. It was fun, interactive session. Everyone enjoyed it. Loved the session. Full of fun, says Deepak. Guys, please tell me how was the overall experience? Was it good? Say yes if you have loved it. Love the session today. Kya baat hai. Thanks a lot, people. So see you tomorrow. Tomorrow also we're going to have a fantastic session. Please tell your friends. I'm doing free sessions every single day. 9 o'clock. I am kind of compromising my family time for my extended family, you all. So please tell more and more people to join so that everyone gains a lot of knowledge, right? So that's it from my side, guys. Love today's session. Today's was one of the best, I guess, right? So till then, take care, Jai Hind, and bye-bye.